But the thing is, generally, as we're growing up, until we reach a certain age, we don't remember it all. So for you, Jayden, one of the things that I think is really important is to show you as much of your childhood as I possibly can. The day that I learned that your mom was pregnant and that your mom and dad were going to have a baby, it was an incredible story for me. And I knew that your story should be one that we can tell from the very beginning. But see, it's not just telling about when you began, it's also making sure you know your whole family and your whole family story. You're going to learn stories about your dad when he was a little boy, whether he was a good little boy or a bad little boy. You'll also learn stories about your Uncle Mickey, that's your dad's brother. They'll be able to tell you things of what they did and didn't do, and also with your mom. See, your mom will be able to tell you about your Uncle Martin and what it was like when she was a little girl. And so together, we're going to make sure you know as much of your life as we possibly can. You'll learn in school about history, but you won't learn about your family's history in school. That's on us. And see, you, Jayden, have a German-American heritage. Your mother is a German citizen, and your father is an American citizen. But get this, both of them were born in Germany. Now here at Mill Media Group Command Center, we have the inside scoop. And we're able to take you back so that you can understand how both your mom and dad were born in Germany, even though your dad is an American citizen. Hold on, we're going to ride all the way back to 1987. I'll explain it this way. See, I was in the Army, and in 1983, the Army sent me to a place called Baumholder, Germany. And I was stationed there for a few years. And while I was there, I met your Granny Laura. That's your father's mom. She was stationed in a place called Landstuhl, and there is an army hospital there. But when she was pregnant, they found that they didn't have room in the nursery when your dad was born, so they moved her to a place called Hamburg so that your father could be born. And in that case, your dad was born in a German hospital on the 24th of April, 1987. Now we left and went back to the United States, but only about 536 kilometers away, and about 2.5 years later, your mother was also born in a German hospital. Now you're going to learn so many things as you get older. You'll learn more about this planet and other countries. The thing that's interesting is that by the time you start to watch this video, you realize that you've already been both here in the United States as well as in Germany. You'll learn more about your Granny Laura, and you'll definitely learn more about me and your Grandma Lorraine and your dad and traditions that he and I have created. And also, though, you're going to learn more about your mom and your family in Germany. You'll be able to know what it was like for your mom when she was a little girl growing up. And now you'll meet your Uncle Martin there in Germany, and he'll teach you how to speak their language. See, Germans speak a different language. Here in America, we speak English. In German, your grandfather will teach you Deutsch, which is the German language. And you'll be able to read it and speak it.
This is my dad, right here. That's my brother, his girlfriend, her dog. That's my uncle, that's my dad again, it's my dog. Then here is my niece, my nephew. Then this one is the wife of the one brother I had, he passed away. So what is she? She's my sister-in-law, my grandpa, my grandma, my aunt.
Where's your mom?
Right there.
Where?
Right there.
At the very top up there? With the short hair?
Yep.
And your grandma Barbara, she will be able to be involved in your life.
Right there. My mom again, and this is my niece.
That is so cool. I didn't even know you had this. Your mom ended up leaving from Germany and traveling all the way to the United States and ended up landing in a place called Fort Carson, Colorado. That's where your dad was at. Now, they were only there for about 2 years, and then they hopped in the car and drove from Fort Carson, Colorado, all the way across the country and drove east to here in Virginia. Now, that was a long trip, and when they left, it was already clear that they were expecting to have you. Now, I'll be able to share with you, Jayden, and your dad will be able to tell you. See, your dad joined the Army when he got out of high school, and he traveled around this globe. He has been to places, and your dad has actually been in war 3 different times. I've watched your dad go off, and it's going to be hard for you to see your father leave, but you got to remember that he will come back. But let me tell you the interesting thing really great about when your dad left. This picture shows that in 1992, I was actually still in the Army, and I had traveled up to Nuremberg from a place called Grafenwehr. See, I was sent over there for some training. And since I was so close to Nuremberg and your granny Laura was stationed in Nuremberg, I was able to travel from Grafenwehr to go see your dad and your Uncle Mickey. And later your dad was stationed at a place called Vilseck, which is right below Grafenwehr. But here's what's really interesting. None of us knew at that time that 181 kilometers away, your dad, your mom, and I, we were only 112 miles apart when your dad was only 5 years old and your mom was then 3 years old. Once we knew that you were on the way, even though I didn't want to know whether you were going to be a boy or girl, it was really smart to find out. Because then all of us, your granny Lorraine and I and your grandma Barbara and your grandfather Hans, we all wanted to be sure that we could be involved in helping your mom and your dad get set up and prepared for you when you arrived. Getting your room set up, getting your clothes. Alright, let's see, what do we got here? Oh man, check this out. Are you proud?
Oh yeah.
Oh, check it out, man, this is just gorgeous.
It is.
This is gorgeous, this whole room. Alright, I gotta get a little shot of everything. What was really neat is that beyond all the decorations that your mom went through, her mom, your grandma Barbara, made some of the clothes you wore. This is cool. This is so cool. Lorraine's been asking me to see if I can get some pictures. I have to take some pictures and then send it, but I want some video footage too. What is this thing right there in the middle? What is that thing? What is that?
That is the heart. And here's toothpaste.
Oh, from the. Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah, remember that's his heart.
That's his heartbeat, and it's in the bear.
When they did that last ultrasound, the last one with his digital.
Oh, they let you buy a bear with the sound in it? Thought I did something wrong. That is Jayden's heartbeat. Wow. In a lamb or whatever that thing is. A sheep. Right. Wow. That, today's technology is amazing, huh? It was so amazing to see the work your mom did on putting your bedroom together for you. And so we all felt really, really good about the contribution that we could make in helping get your room and getting the things that you need right there so that it would be there when you finally showed up. Look at that thing, man. That thing's got more buttons on it than a remote control. What is this? See, the thing is, when your mom and dad left from Colorado, we were expecting that you were going to arrive on the 12th of July. Of course, you had a complete different plan. Oh, this is just too daggone cool, man. So you got all these, all kinds of shirts.
Diapers, the baby tub is downstairs underneath the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't put it together yet. I'm waiting.
And there's more stuff? Wow. This is cool. This is really, really neat. Wow. Marina, you've done great up here. You really have.
It's cute, huh?
Oh, it's beyond cute. Look at this. I like this, what you got here. You love at first sight. Oh man, this is really, really cool. Oh, look at these shoes. Oh man. Wow. I gotta get pictures. I mean, the video footage is great, but I need pictures too of this. This is great. This is really great.
Yep, so.
This baby is lucky. He's on the way and he's already got all kinds of neat stuff.
Oh, yeah.
When I grow up, I need to be a baby so I can get neat stuff. Now, I started counting the time because according to your mom, the doctors out in Colorado, they said you should be around the 12th of July. And as the clock kept ticking, I decided I was going to nickname you, at least for that time, I nicknamed you TikTok. And so all these weights and worries and woes, well, all of that was about to finally change. I still have the text message that your dad sent me at 5:04 in the morning, letting me know that what I had been so longing for was finally about to happen. And what I knew I needed to do then was get on the line. Now, I was the first to reach out, and I decided, okay, I need to get everybody aware. And so the first person I reached out to was your grandma Lorraine out in Virginia Beach to make sure she knew Jayden is on his way. Your mom, she contacted your granny Barbara and your grandpa Hans in Germany to make sure they knew. And your dad reached your granny Laura out in Texas so that she knew that you were on your way. Now me, after I knew the word was out, so was I. Buddy, I was gone. And so I jumped in my Jeep and I drove from right there on Main Street, and I was on my way to the hospital out in Radford. What was really interesting was a big hospital. You could see it from the road as you drive it. I was excited for a lot of different reasons. One, because you were finally on your way. But see, Jayden, you and I have a different connection outside of the fact that your mom and dad were born in Germany and that we were all so close together when they were kids and didn't know it. Something else that we didn't know, but it seems like it was destiny. See, I was born also just like you and your granddad Hans and your Uncle Martin. We were all born in the month of July. But what makes it really, I think, especially special for me is that I was born in the city of Radford, Virginia. And so were you. Good morning. I know you're not feeling well. Look at the baby. The head is just bouncing around. You okay?
She's having contractions.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry he's putting you through this, but it's worth it all. What about you, sir?
Well, I'm excited.
Right?
I'm glad to be here for this.
Yeah. Yeah, me too, man. Oh, check this out. Oh, wow, you get to see the way the baby, everything that's going on with you and the baby.
Yep.
You realize this family is so proud of you. You know that, right, Miss Marina? Now, Lorraine might be a little upset because she was thinking she was going to get here before TikTok showed
That's what
up.
we thought, but
Nah, I'm
Well, that's the
teasing.
thing. I said at least, you know, come Tuesday next week, I know he'll be coming.
Oh, stop. Don't worry about it. The
But now
sooner,
he's here, but you know, it's good now. Because
Yeah.
like I said.
yeah, I'm going to be sending her a message a bit later on. So as things started to progress, they moved your mom from the initial room where they bring in the initial people that are pregnant before they set them into a regular room. And so when they moved your mom to this room, I was amazed at how big it was.
That's a bit.
Well, kind of, sort of. You can take that one off, or you can actually move around if you want to. We've got a strip on the baby if you want to walk around and not. Yep, it's a bed.
Wow, this is pretty, wow. Welcome to Hotel Baby Boy. This is nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, there's no question that this was the first baby for your dad and for your mom. There's no question that they both were nervous.
Yeah.
Nervous, you say? Yeah. But your dad, his nervousness really started to show. Marina, is there anything you want to tell your son before he gets here so he can remember this?
hurry up. It hurts.
And his signs of nervousness just didn't stop.
Like I said, I'm glad I took off today. So.
Yeah. I'm glad you took off today too, Marina, because this would have been hard to... And he began to show how far he would go.
Yes, she's dripping a lot of water.
Okay, that's normal.
Did it?
Uh-huh. She'll keep doing that till she delivers the baby.
Okay, how would I know when she's ready to deliver?
Oh, we'll know.
Okay, alright. Okay. How would I know when she's ready?
No, I don't know.
I don't either, that's why I'm like, how would I know when she's ready?
It was great that both your granny Barbara as well as your grandma Lorraine had a chance to talk to your mom before you were born.
I know. It's a long day, but oh my goodness. Gonna have a baby at the end of this.
I know, right?
I know, and he has been taking his time coming out. Oh my goodness, you look good though. You look really
I look like a zombie.
But birth of a child is not without its challenges and possible problems. And while I was outside and come back in, I'd found that both your dad and your mom weren't in the room anymore. And I freaked out because what I had learned is that you, Jayden, you had gotten into a really precarious situation. As it turns out, your umbilical cord had gotten around you and it was holding you. And there were a lot of tremendous risk. But I remember the signs on the walls and I trusted that those doctors were going to make sure that you were going to come see us. What do you have here? What is this? Oh, Hey, buddy. Hey, do you know who I am? Not yet. Look at you. Oh, you are a big baby. Hey. This is your grandpa speaking. Hey, bud. Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Look at me, son.
Thank you.
Congratulations. How's Marina?
She's doing good. They just picture.
Hey, buddy. Look at your big old eyes, too. Look, you see me, don't you? We're right here, aren't we, pal? Oh, wow. Thank you. Oh, that's Lorraine. She's calling. All right.
You need to put the phone down. Oh, he's back there.
You see him?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Look, he's. Oh. Philip doesn't even know what to do. Look. Well,
No, he doesn't. He's clueless. Oh, look. Oh, this is just... You see that? She's washing his hair.
Yeah.
This is just incredible.
Oh.
Oh, look at him. He's enjoying it too. He's like, yeah, hook me up.
This. I like this.
Oh, look at his eyes. He's like, yeah.
And look, his daddy's smiling. He saw him enjoying it too. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. Oh, look at this.
Oh, is he still crying?
Poor Philip looks lost though. Look at him. He truly looks lost.
That's not the way now. Right now, sleep.
We're not moving.
I'm just sleeping. What have you been doing? Since you've been in here? What they got? Oh, you want me to go get some food for you?
Without any blankets or anything around his face.
And finally, there you were. It was so amazing to see your dad feeding you. What happened earlier frightened the heck out of all of us. We didn't know what was going to happen with you. And this concern stayed with your mom for a while. She was so worried about you because of what had happened before you were born. Yeah. Well, but you know, you just got to tell me they've tested everything and he's fine, and right? So you're going to have to get past those worries. Now the worries will be keeping up with him. His demands and his
You peed
eating.
on Philip yesterday.
See? That's his way of marking his territory.
There you go.
Yeah.
Territory me.
He did. He's like, you are my dad, and there's nobody else going to be allowed to pee on you.
I need a pee on mom then.
No.
No.
He took a mean old poo-poo this morning. I was holding him and he felt that thing. He's like, what the hell? I think he pooped. And I opened up, that looked creamy. Remember you said how Mickey's shut on the wall?
Mickey splattered the wall. I mean, he
That's what it looked like.
splattered.
When you told me, I was like, can picture it in my head. That's kind of what it looked like.
Wow. Was
Yeah,
it
you said
green
Mickey
too?
was at a babysitter. No, it was like dark green looking.
It was your birthday. How could you have a birthday without at least a birthday card?
Oh, look at this, Philip. For Jayden. Here. Yeah, you can read it tomorrow. Thank you, that's so cute.
You like him?
Uh-huh.
Good.
So cute.
You know,
Hey.
look at you. They've got you riding instead of walking.
Yeah.
You're going to be treated like a queen. Mm-hmm. That's because you are.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations. How you feeling?
Okay.
Yeah, just okay.
Yeah.
It's great to see you.
Tell you.
Who's going to tell me what? Is there good news, bad news with it?
No, I don't know. I don't know yet. I hope it's nothing bad.
Oh, really?
Because my legs are hurting and it's so swollen and now they get checked.
No, they just took her in the back to do some on her legs because they're pretty swollen.
Yeah, I just saw her in the hallway. She said that she's going for an ultrasound.
Yeah, make sure she ain't got no blood clots or anything like that in her leg. It's mainly this one, her left one.
Where are you going? You going out to the truck?
Huh?
Where are you going now?
We're going to the other side, right?
Yeah, we're going to have an ultrasound done on her legs.
Oh, okay. See, I thought you were getting ready for the checkup. There were a few minor health issues your mom had to go through after you were born, but the doctors were able to check her out, make sure she was okay. Well, I'm trying to dress like my son. And your dad? Well, your dad was just being your dad.
So, we already got like a whole thing at home. We'll actually make the formula ourselves, but they gave us like a 12 bottles for like a day.
Right.
You know, because he needs to drink at least 8 to 12 days. 8 to 12 times a day.
So she's not going to breastfeed?
No. Even though I told her, let's get one of those things and just suck the milk out. She's like, no. And I was like, well, you know what? Thought about just get one and then when she's sleeping, I'll just do it.
What?
You ever seen like Stewie? He's at there too.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I was just messing with you. I was like,
I know.
Actually, it's her car, and then if sometimes y'all take the truck, you can just strap him in, like here, under here, and make sure it's real.
And so 3 days after you were born, Jayden, I was able to watch your mom and your dad finally get you into the truck so they could finally take you home.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you later. Now see, this is what is the standard that families can share with their children, pictures to show them what they look like when they were cute little babies. Or those very, very special moments that you don't get a chance to see, but maybe once. What I saw was a beautiful young boy with a wonderful mom and dad who were going to make sure that this child had everything that he was going to possibly need. And you have 3 grandmothers and 2 grandfathers that are going to also be looking out to make sure that everything that you will need is provided. Now, as you get older, certain things are going to change. And again, you may not remember these things, but I know that your mom and your dad will, and your granny, your grandma Lorraine will remember it, your grandpa Hans will remember it, your uncle Martin will remember, and certainly your grandma Barbara. We can look at your pictures and almost in black and white saying, oh wow, that seems like so long ago. And maybe you'll feel that way. Wow, this was so long ago. The thing is that we, the grown-ups, we've got to remember that you as a young baby, once you start to crawl and walk, you're going to be getting into a whole lot of things. And as you get older, you'll want to bring over your friends, and you'll want to be able to play video games. You'll want to be able to watch movies. But you'll also eventually want to get involved into sports and things like that. Now, you didn't know this, but from the moment you were born, you, Jayden, are a Dallas Cowboys fan. No, seriously. No, you don't have a choice. You are a Dallas Cowboys fan. This is a Cowboys family. You're always going to be guarded, and your mom is always going to have a hand on a knee when you get it injured. You have got such a large family both in Europe and here in the United States. You've got your grandma Barbara in Germany. You've got your grandfather Hans. You've got your Uncle Martin. And so many other relatives that live in Germany that will have a chance to spend time with you. Just as we were able to spend time with you here in the United States. And just as your grandma Lorraine had time to hold you, take you out for food, and you wear your neat little tuxedo, to be able to just snuggle with you. These will be opportunities that your grandma Barbara and your grandpa Hans will have. Perhaps even the diaper change.
What?
Watch him be bad for us.
He won't be bad for you.
He'll be crying, he screams his life, like his lungs, the top of his lungs.
But that won't be because of you, it'll be because he's hungry. Isn't that right, pal? Like, I'm ready to eat. I want something to put some vittles in there. That's what I want.
Cup of this much lobster and cup next to mine, 85. Ain't Bobby much over here.
And certainly the oldest man in the American side of your family made the time to come and see you. Yeah, he's knocked out. So we won't try to wait. Look at it. You have really grown in just a short amount of time. And you know, he's tinted a little bit more too. He was brighter, you know. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Yeah.
No. Give him a smile. Cute, baby. You cute.